Hey, what's going on, guys? So, I wanted to do a little bit of a different video here. So, I've been in card games since 2004, and all the way back in, I don't know, maybe 2005, I got into Versus trading card games. So, a lot of you may not even know that there was a card game all the way back then. So, at that time, I was very involved in Yu Gi Oh! That was definitely my primary game. I mean, there weren't too many people that did verses around me, and then I just focused a lot of my time into Yu-Gi-Oh. So time after time, like I had ton of cards because I was always winning store credit, trading cards into my shop to get boxes of verses. I ended up selling everything because pretty much the game died. So fast forward here, 2020, I decided to start to pick up some cards again. So it's kind of getting hard to find stuff, but yeah, I'm just going to show you a little bit of content here. So I'm going to open up the Batman versus the Joker two-player starter deck. So you got both of these in one package. They are two 40-card decks. So let's just go into it. So these two are still sealed, but I have two that I had opened. And just FYI, I do still own my two out of the three versus Batman mats. So you have the Total Anarchy mats. So there's that one. And then you have the Mr. Freeze. So you've certainly seen these mats in some of my profiles if you watch the Yu-Gi-Oh content. But let's just start off. And by the way, so if you guys do have any versus cards you would like to get rid of, contact me. I'm definitely on the lookout. And then also on top of that, this is where I really need your guys' help because, I wasn't as focused in the game back then, right? I mean, I had stuff, but as far as I know, you have the Mr. Freeze mat, you have the Total Anarchy, and then there was a Joker mat. So I do need that Joker mat again. So if anyone out there has that, please feel free to reach out to me. And then also on top of that, I don't know if there were any other mats that were Batman related. Batman or, the bad guys. So let's just go into it. So you have one foil in the deck, I believe. So there's the 7-drop Joker. You have a set of Two-Face. You have a pair of the Penguin. You have two Joker, 4-drop. You have three Mr. Freeze. You have two Man-Bats. You have three Killer Croc. You have three Harley Quinn. You have two Charaxes. I believe those are all the characters. And just mind you, since I have not played this game for 15, 16 years now, I definitely need some time to, get used to the roles. Part of the reason that I did pick this up, I would like to start to have like a gaming night like in my area, maybe play old card games, Yu-Gi-Oh, things of that sort. So I'm at the very least going to build an Arkham deck, a Gotham deck, maybe have those two go against each other. And then I also got the Spider-Man and Doc Ock starter deck as well. So maybe I'll have those two go against each other as well. So basically, I got both sets of the starter decks, so 4 total. And then I'm basically looking for cards to basically just make them a little better. I may also try out Teen Titans as well, because that was in the DC Origins set as well. Yeah, we'll see. I think there's Sinister Syndicate in that as well. So those were the characters. You have 2 Twin Firearms. You have 2 Tag Team. You have 2 Fast Getaway. You have 2 Break You. You have 2 Airborne Assaults. You have 2 Prison Break. You have 2 No Man's Land. You have 2 Kidnapping. And then you have 2 Arkham Asylum. So that's cool stuff. So I mean, I'm not gonna go into details on the cards or anything. This is more so just an overview because honestly, I was even looking like online. I was like, yeah, I can find the text form of what's in these decks, but I didn't see a whole lot of like video content. So that's kind of what prompted me to do that. So I can't tell if there's another card behind there. So now here's the Gotham deck. You get a foil Batman, and I did end up getting 4 of each deck. So I'm gonna have 4 copies of this Gotham deck, and then 4 copies of the Arkham deck. I'm just gonna combine them. So you have 3 Batman, you have 3 Tim Drake Robin, you have 1 spoiler, you have, oh, sorry, out of order, another Tim Drake Robin, sorry, 3 spoiler, 2 Huntress, 2 Dinah Laurel Lance, Black Canary, you have 3 Dick Grayson Nightwing, you have 2 Catwoman, you have 2 Cassandra Cain Batgirl. Those are the characters. And then you have 2 Tag Team, you have 1 Fast Getaway, 1 Break You, or 2 Break You, sorry, 2 Airborne Assaults, you have 2 Wayne Manor, you have 2 Utility Belt, you have 2 Dynamic Duo, you have, wow, these are out of order, sorry. You have 2 Clock Tower, and then you have 2 Bat Signal. So, sorry those were out of order. Those were actually all just sealed, and I was just going down the line, so that's kind of interesting. But, yeah, as you can see, I showed you 1 Gotham deck, 1 Arkham deck. Those are exactly how they came. If you do look it up on eBay, Batman versus the Joker, or just type in, like, versus system, Batman starter, you'll like see it. So there was another Batman starter. It was a smaller deck, so I think those were each 40 cards. The other one I think is 26 cards each, and then it's Batman versus Sinister's Syndicate. So that's like Ra's al Ghul, I believe. So that's kind of interesting. I'm still on the lookout for those. And then just be on the lookout. I'm going to show you the Spider-Man and Doc Ock decks at some point here. Just depending on, you know, if you guys do find an interest in this. I mean, you know what, to be honest, like, strike that. I'm just going to post the Spider-Man and Doc Ock decks too. And then in regards to, like, me beefing up these decks, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, I'm not really going to know how, you know, good all the cards are and all that. I'm going to have to get together with friends, find someone that's willing to play this or willing to learn how to play, or someone that used to play, right? And then I can get an idea of, you know, what cards are good and all that, because it's kind of hard when you go to an older card game, right? Because, like, for versus system, right, like, I'm assuming there was at least, like, 10 sets or whatever, right? So, like, at this time, you had the Marvel Origins set, I believe, first, and then you had the DC Origins, and then I think there was a Marvel starter deck, and then there was a DC starter deck, which I just showed you, right? So it's like, as the game goes along, you have, you know, a different meta, and then you start to, like, combine some cards and archetypes and all that. I'm not really going to do that so much. It's just, I was such a big fan of Batman growing up. That's why I decided to stick with those 2, and then I'm just gonna, you know, basically upgrade these 2 decks. I do enjoy Spider-Man too. I mean, just the fact that I think I did read a little bit of the comics, you know, growing up, but then on top of that, you know, I watched the movies, so it's kind of just why I'm sticking to that, and I probably won't go much further. I mean, there were other sets with other, you know, comic book heroes and villains, and, you know, I don't really know the terminology, I guess. You know, just different affiliations, I guess would be the word to use. I probably won't get into that, but yeah, you never know somewhere down the road. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Just a little blast from the past. I really wish this game would have took off all the way back in the day. Upper Deck, I believe, created this. They released the cards. I think it set dropped, or game dropped in like '04, and then it was like done in maybe 2008, maybe 2010. It might have lasted a little longer than that. I'm not exactly sure, but, you know, it's been dead for quite some time now. So yeah, I just figured I'd do some nostalgia, and hopefully I can find some people to play with. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day. Peace.